Imagine waking up one morning and realizing your normal breakfast routine is no longer so simple. The grocery store shelves are empty. Prices have climbed higher than ever. Your favorite breakfast foods are either unavailable or too expensive to keep buying regularly. For most people, breakfast is something they never think twice about. A bowl of cereal, a piece of toast, eggs, coffee, or oatmeal, these are everyday items we assume will always be there. But history has shown us that food shortages can happen. Supply chain disruptions, inflation, extreme weather, transportation problems, and unexpected emergencies can all affect what is available at your local store. That's why many families choose to keep a supply of long-lasting foods at home. Not because they expect disaster, but because having extra food available provides peace of mind and flexibility when things become uncertain. And when it comes to food storage, breakfast is one of the easiest meals to prepare for. There are many breakfast foods that can last for years when stored properly. And these foods can help you start the day with energy even during difficult times. One of the best foods to store is something simple that many people already eat every morning: oats. Rolled oats and steel-cut oats have been a staple food for generations because they are affordable, nutritious, and extremely versatile. A large supply of oats can be turned into oatmeal, breakfast bars, baked goods, or combined with other stored ingredients to create a filling meal. When stored correctly in airtight containers, food-grade buckets, or mylar bags with oxygen absorbers, oats can remain useful for years. The key is protecting them from moisture, heat, and oxygen. Oats provide carbohydrates for energy and fiber to help keep you full longer. During a shortage, a simple bowl of oatmeal can become a dependable breakfast option. You can add ingredients like powdered milk, cinnamon, honey, dried fruit, or peanut butter to improve flavor and nutrition. Another valuable breakfast food for long-term storage is powdered milk. Fresh milk is one of the first items people notice disappearing during emergencies because it requires refrigeration and has a short shelf life. Powdered milk provides an alternative because it can be stored for much longer when properly packaged. It can be used for cereal, oatmeal, baking, pancakes, coffee, and many other recipes. Milk provides protein and calcium, nutrients that can become difficult to replace when fresh dairy products are unavailable. Having powdered milk stored away means you can still enjoy many familiar breakfast foods even during times when regular grocery shopping is limited. One of the most impressive long-lasting foods in the world is honey. Honey has been valued for thousands of years because it naturally resists spoilage. Archaeologists have even discovered ancient honey that remained preserved after centuries. For breakfast storage, honey is incredibly useful. It can sweeten oatmeal, spread on bread, mix into drinks, or be used in baking. Over time, honey may become crystallized, but that does not mean it has gone bad. Gentle warming can return. A jar of honey can provide flavor, calories, and a little bit of comfort for many years. Peanut butter is another excellent breakfast storage food because it provides protein, healthy fats, and calories. A spoonful of peanut butter can turn a basic breakfast into a much more filling meal. It works well with bread, crackers, oatmeal, and dried fruit. Regular peanut butter does not last forever, but unopened jars can often remain good for a long time when stored properly. Powdered peanut butter is another option because it has a longer shelf life and can be mixed with water when needed. During a food shortage, foods that provide both nutrition and energy become extremely valuable. Freeze-dried fruits are another smart addition to a long-term breakfast supply. Fresh fruit is one of the hardest foods to keep available for extended periods because it spoils quickly. Freeze-dried fruits solve that problem. Items like freeze-dried strawberries, apples, bananas, and blueberries can last for years when properly packaged. They are lightweight, easy to store, and require no refrigeration. Adding freeze-dried fruit to oatmeal or cereal can improve both nutrition and taste. During difficult times, having foods that bring variety and comfort can make a big difference. Pancake mix is another breakfast item worth considering. Pancakes are a comfort food for many families, and having ingredients available to make them can provide a sense of normal routine during uncertain periods. You can store pancake mix or keep ingredients separately, such as flour, powdered milk, powdered eggs, and baking supplies. With the right ingredients, you can still make warm breakfasts even when store shelves are limited. Dried beans may not be the first food people think about for breakfast, but around the world, beans are commonly used in morning meals. Beans are one of the best long-term storage foods because they provide protein, fiber, and important nutrients. They can be used in breakfast burritos, soups, or combined with other stored foods. They are affordable, filling, and can last for many years when stored correctly. Coffee and tea are also worth considering. While they may not be considered essential survival foods, many people rely on coffee or tea as part of their daily morning routine. Small comforts can have a big impact during stressful situations. Instant coffee, properly stored ground coffee, and tea can last much longer than fresh products. A familiar morning drink can help maintain a sense of normal life even when circumstances are challenging. Rice is another food that can become part of your breakfast supply. Although many people think of rice as a dinner food, it can be used for breakfast dishes like rice porridge or rice pudding. White rice, when stored properly, can last for years. It provides a reliable source of carbohydrates and calories. Combined with powdered milk, cinnamon, honey, or dried fruit, rice can become a filling breakfast option. Flour is also extremely valuable for long-term storage. With flour, you can make bread, pancakes, muffins, tortillas, and many other foods. White flour generally stores better than whole wheat flour because it contains less oil and has a longer shelf life. When protected from moisture and pests, flour can become one of the most useful ingredients in your pantry. Powdered eggs are another option for those who want to store breakfast foods long-term. Fresh eggs are difficult to keep because they require regular supply and refrigeration. Powdered eggs provide a way to have an egg substitute available for cooking and baking. They can be used for scrambled eggs, pancakes, and many recipes where eggs are needed. They may not be exactly the same as fresh eggs, but they provide valuable protein and flexibility. Dry cereal and granola can also play a role in food storage. Some unopened cereals can last for months or longer, and homemade granola made with oats, honey, nuts, and dried fruit can be stored as a convenient breakfast option. Not every morning during an emergency will be the right time for cooking a complicated meal. Having ready-to-eat options can make life much easier. Nuts and seeds can also improve a stored breakfast supply. Almonds, sunflower seeds, chia seeds, and similar foods provide healthy fats, protein, and extra calories. Because many nuts contain natural oils, they usually require more careful storage than foods like rice or oats. Vacuum sealing or proper packaging can help extend their freshness.